You're making cold emails too hard for yourself for absolutely no reason. We sent over 2 million emails in 2023 alone. So we've got the secret mojo jojo on what you need to know. Now that I got your attention, let me tell you why you suck at cold emails and get no conversions, and this applies to really all kinds of cold outreach. The answer is probably going to shock you because it's so incredibly simple, a caveman could figure it out. It's because you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard to be perfect and too corporate. You're trying too hard to be like everybody else, and there are millions of sterile, cleanly structured marketers and lead gen people out there writing the same cookie cutter, spammy corporate emails, missing the point of the cold email itself. The point of the cold email is not to sell your product. It's to get them excited enough to be willing to take a meeting with you so that you can potentially sell them your offer. If you're not keeping it short, sweet, or standing out in some sort of way, you're wasting your time. So let me tell you why the method of literally just standing out from the crowd will give you 10x the results rather than being a cookie cutter emulation machine running somebody else's system. Literally, vibrations never lie. If you send lazy, uninteresting generic energy out, you're going to get lazy, uninteresting generic energy in. Or no energy in at all, and no returned emails, even if you're blasting at scale. On this note, you can literally connect with some people of your choosing just by deciding you're going to connect with them and being persistent enough and doing it and acting like a normal ass person. There's actually a high return on investment for acting like a normal human being. So put a little pepper on it. Don't be afraid to actually show a little personality. But for the love of God, please do not go on some long intro about yourself unless it is extremely relevant. Do not come into an email all hot and going, I want to talk to you, I want to book a call with you. I want. Stop, start over, and switch up the messaging to say things like, we can help you generate more money doing whatever it is you do. Would you be open to a call? The average email is supposedly only read for 13.4 seconds if it's from a brand. But if you work as if the reader only has a 3.4 second attention span, you can fit everything you need to say about how you can help them in that time frame. For example, curious, would you be interested in commission-only outbound lead generation based upon qualified meetings set? There you go. They can read and process the entire idea in 3 to 5 seconds and understand why they should care and respond without any second thought. No over-the-top corporate jargon to decipher. They can decide right there on the spot if they're going to respond or not, and that's it. Or at least until your next follow-up email. Creativity-wise, sometimes I like to lead off with words like howdy, or jam in one non-cringe adjective in the offer. That's about as much creativity as this method requires. It just needs to sound real. The era of cold calling them boring generic platitude pitches is over. Simple cold email automation is done. It's no longer a surprise for a stranger to have your email. You even need more accounts than you used to in order to blast at the same rate that you were before to prevent losing your domain. Anyways, I leave emails of unknown source opened and unread weekly. That means I open them and my eyes glaze over into the back of my head and my face melts like that dude from the Tales of the Crypt. So, your goal, you need to stand up from the crowd as a certified non-time waster. Because if you're wasting the reader's time, imagine how much time of your own that you're wasting. Nobody wants to work with somebody like that. One of the tools that we use to make our cold emails stand out is video stacking. This allows us to place a personalized clickable GIF that looks like this and includes the reader's name, website, as well as your own personalized video that it links to.
Because it's the culture and the beautiful things that a society produces, those are the things that should survive for thousands of years, not the designer genes.
Think of it as an ice-cold personalized VSL you can blast at scale. But more about that later. By using this, and more so by cutting straight to the point, using focused language while simultaneously not being afraid of sounding like a normal person instead of a needy syncopathic drone, you can increase your response rate. So, the third rule of cold emails anonymous, and really any team organization, is don't be a tryhard. More aptly, it should be stated as try hard, but don't be a tryhard. Because you still have to be focused, you still have to put your effort in, you still have to refine your systems, but don't make it out like you're writing to some college admission essay reader. You're writing to someone with a bottom line, so their time is just as precious and valuable as yours, and you should treat it as such.